Association of Muslim Professionals is an Indian apolitical body which does not owe allegiance to any particular Muslim sect. Over a period of time, it has made a large network of Muslim professionals who have become members of this body. They have engaged in doing social work and promoting peaceful coexistence. Today, we have its founder, President Amir Idrisi, who joins me online to talk about the association. Welcome to the Matrix. Association of Muslim Professionals is an initiative taken by a group of Muslim professionals. It has pan-India presence. Let's find out more about the work AMP does. Amir Idrisi, the founder president, joins us now. Amir, welcome to the show and Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, and thank you so much for inviting me for this show. Alhamdulillah, thank you so much.
Right. Let me begin by asking you, how and when was AMP formed?
So we started, we started way back in 2007. It was end of 2007 when we started as an online initiative. We started a community on Orkut that time. It was a very famous social networking site, and we started inviting people to join this group. And then in somewhere in April, May of 2008, we conducted the first meeting of that group in Bombay, Alhamdulillah, which was attended by around 30-35 people at that time, mashallah. And since then, we started with some small activities, alhamdulillah, and now we have covered almost 16 years of existence, mashallah.
Yeah, that's a long time, long period. But tell me that what was the spark which started it? There must be some, sort of a motive or some, some driving force which helped you start this. What was that?
So basically what happens is it's your orientation from childhood which decides what you are going to do in your youth or your mature days. So I had some kind of plans, ideas to do something like this since very early childhood. But if you remember around 2007, 6, 5, it was a Sachar committee report era when everybody was discussing about the Sachar committee and the overall findings of the committee, where it was everybody was discussing about the backwardness of Muslims, especially in the field of education, economy, and socio-cultural status. So everybody was discussing about it. There was no solution to it. So we thought that at least the educated Muslim youth should do something for this. Basically, the the highly educated Muslim youth are the kind of most talented lot of the community, and they are somewhere they were away from the community services. They were not engaged with the existing organizations, so there was a big gap wherein there was a need of a platform wherein we can invite these kind of youth who are working in corporate in on big positions in different companies, and we should utilize the talent for the community service. So we floated this idea, and alhamdulillah, Allah gave us a tremendous success. And mashallah, with this idea, everybody was highly attracted. They started joining in. We started working on different projects, activities, mashallah, and slowly then it became the national phenomena. We started very small from Bombay, but alhamdulillah, after some time we started in Pune, Bangalore, and all other Delhi metro cities, and then slowly we started reaching out even into tier 2 and tier 3 cities and all over India. And now today, if you talk about AMP's presence in after 15-16 years, so we have around 200. We have our volunteers and chapters present in 200 districts of India, mashallah. Not only in India, but we also have our presence in different countries. Around 20, our volunteers are present in 20 different countries, mashallah. Out of which we are a registered non-profit in US, UK, and Australia, alhamdulillah, apart from India. So this is huge, alhamdulillah. Something which was started as a very small initiative without backing of any other existing organization, any other group, or any other personality. They were very common people like me and my friends. So we started with this. When we started in Bombay, we had no idea. Seriously speaking, we had no idea of what to do, how to do, where to do, who will support us. We were not even knowing anyone in Bombay. And alhamdulillah, entire India knows us, alhamdulillah. So it is the barakah of the hard work focused work, consistent work, which Allah has given us in the form of AMP, Alhamdulillah.
Right. So, Amir, people would like to know more about you, your background, your kind of orientation, you as a person who's been the driving force behind this association. Tell us about you.
So, Atir bhai, basically, I am from a very humble background, a very small family. We are native of UP, but we are settled in Bombay since like more than 100 years now, Alhamdulillah. So, my basic education was done in Bombay, and then I did my engineering in computers from Pune University. From there, I came back to Bombay. I started teaching in one of the very famous engineering colleges, which is Sabu Siddiq Engineering College in Bombay. And then from there, I went to different IT companies, MNCs. I worked for MNCs for a few years. And in that period itself, I established AMP, mashallah. So after establishing AMP, I was working, I was doing a job. Then when I realized that I cannot do both the things together, AMP and my job, so I left my job. I started with consulting kind of a business, mashallah, and now I am into that consulting business plus full-time AMP, mashallah.
Okay, that's great. So tell us, what impact has AMP made so far as the Muslim community is concerned? What is the impact you attribute? What is it, the achievements of AMP so far?
So before talking about the number-wise achievement or the project-wise achievement, Atir bhai, first of all, I would like to say that AMP has set a new trend within the community. AMP has set a trend for existing educated Muslim youth to come forward and do something in the society. AMP has set up set a trend of professionalism, process-oriented work, system-oriented work in the society. Mashallah, that has been AMP has set up a trend of doing non-event oriented programs, continuous programs. Mashallah, so ये जो mindset, the kind of mindset which needs to be developed, वो develop करने का काम जो है AMP ने किया है, mashallah, and I consider that as the biggest achievement. If I have to talk about the projects, so Alhamdulillah, AMP started with very small initiatives, mashallah, book donation drive, scholarship awareness campaign, and I said we have started with very small activities, but then slowly we started structuring, organizing, making system-oriented projects and long-term impact-oriented projects, mashallah. So we started with school development programs, wherein we started encouraging our members to go to schools and conduct career guidance program, motivational lectures, personality development workshops, teachers training program, parenting workshops, like these different kind of workshops. We started with doing that. So we have done several thousand such lectures across India in more than at least 1,000 schools. We have done this kind of program, mashallah, so far. Then we started, because everybody was a corporate professional, so we started working on employment, like providing employment assistance to our own members, existing members. And then this initiative started shaping up and becoming a big project. And now if you see, employment assistance has become the face of the AMP. The biggest kind of identity for AMP is its employment assistance project, mashallah. And again, I'm very happy to say that the AMP is you can say that is the first organization among the Muslim community which has started working on employment assistance. Otherwise, if you look around the entire India, you will not find any organization. Now, after AMP, people have started working on employment initiative. So we started doing job fairs, job drives. So we started doing employability training programs. You'll be happy to know that so far we have done around 90 different job fairs in India in different cities. In each job fair, we invite around 100 companies, 2,000 candidates. Yesterday itself, it was the job fair in Mumbai, Thane district in India, in Bombay. Next Saturday, we have job fair in Delhi with Hamdard University. Before that, we had job fair in last week with Kolkata with West Bengal Minorities Financial Development Corporation. 1 week before that, we had job fair in Ahmedabad. So this is how our calendar is made. Every year now we are doing around 20-25 job fairs and at least 200 job drives, which are a smaller version of job fairs. With this initiative, we have supported more than 80,000 people to get jobs across India in last. You can say that in around 10 years, mashallah.
You mean 80,000 people have got job through AMP?
Through AMP, alhamdulillah. So if you see our reports, in last job fair itself, around 600 students got shortlisted by different companies. There was around 80 companies over there. So mashallah, this is how it goes. इसी तरह से we have employability training programs which we conduct for the final year students. Last year we have conducted 142 training programs across India. This is done especially for the final year students in colleges, and we train them on employability skills, resume writing, soft skills, and all that. So it's a long-term sessions. Our volunteer trainers conduct this kind of program, and around 15,000 students benefited with this in last year itself. Similarly, we do every year. So if you count last 10 years, so it must be somewhere around 1 lakh students which we have touched. It must be somewhere around 1,000 plus sessions which we have conducted for employability training. This year, our team has made a target of doing at least 250 such training programs, which will benefit at least 25,000 students. Online and offline, such kind of programs will happen. Our target is to reach to smaller cities, towns, and conduct these kind of programs over there in the colleges, like in smaller cities and towns, inshallah. So this is how this is one big achievement which MP has made. इसी तरह से we have different projects, Atir bhai. We have our own crowdfunding platform, which is indiazakat.com, mashallah, through which we have done charity of more than 19 crore rupees, mashallah, in last 3 to 4 years. So if you can go, these 19 crores, alhamdulillah, these 19 crore rupees have been raised by around 60,000 plus donations coming from all across India, and at least 6,000 different causes have been supported with that, in which most of the support has been given to the educational causes. बच्चों की फीस भरने के लिए we have supported them, livelihood we have supported people, health care, then women empowerment, बच्चियों की शादियों के लिए support. तो it's a very big initiative, माशाल्लाह, और बहुत शानदार तरीके से रियल टाइम बेसिस, ट्रांसपेरेंट एंड क्रेडिबल एक तरीके से जो है ना, we have run this platform, माशाल्लाह. Similarly, we have national talent search program, जिसको पिछले since last 4 years we are doing this. This year we have done it. We have organized it, like we have conducted this exam physically. Like we have made 400 exam centers across India in 300 districts of India. Just imagine, establishing 400 exam centers is not a joke. I have not seen any organization doing this. I have seen only governments doing this kind of activity on such a massive level, mashallah. So because we have huge network of our volunteers and organizations and partners, so we conducted this exam from 400 centers. 35,000 students participated physically in those examinations. We have recently, last week itself, we have declared the results, and now we will be supporting these students to get connected to existing coaching institutes, training partners, which are those are our partners. So they have offered us free seats. With this scholarship program, we will be supporting at least 700 students for 100% free education, mashallah, which will be like in terms of amount, it becomes around 10 crore rupees scholarship program. If I only talk about these 500 to 700 students, not only 100% scholarship, we have 50% scholarship, 70%, 5% scholarship, and that total selection number goes to around 6,000 students. Means that I have an offer of selecting at least 6,000 students from across India, which I know that I won't be able to do that right now. I want to do that, but I have to make it even more massive. So inshallah, in coming years, every year we'll be selecting 4,000 to 5,000 students, and we'll be connecting them with all high profile, the best ones in the community, the kind of coaching centers, inshallah. So ऐसे बहुत सारे, we have multiple such projects. इसका जबरदस्त impact है, mashallah. और वो impact is not only in cities like Bombay and Bangalore and Delhi, but it is now we are reaching. Look at our toppers in this examination. Last year's result, which we have announced a week back, most of the toppers are from tier 2 and tier 3 cities.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's so amazing, mashallah, to see that these people are coming from West Bengal, Manipur, Srinagar, and all these smaller cities, Siddharth Nagar, Kushinagar, Bihar. We are getting these toppers, mashallah. Just imagine the kind of hunger which they have. It is our duty to reach out to them. It is our duty to connect them and to create awareness, to provide them support, to provide them financial support, to provide them opportunities, and connect them with these institutions. Alhamdulillah, AMP has decided to bridge this gap, inshallah. Or Allah chahega, inshallah. So we will be connecting each and every household of Muslims in India, inshallah.
Yes. So tell us that these students which you have chosen, are they exclusively from the Muslim community, or do you also offer scholarships to other students?
Our program is open to everyone, but because
Okay.
we are a Muslim organization, we have
Mm-hmm.
better connection in Muslim community. So that's
Right.
why, and focus is on Muslims. It should be there
Right.
on Muslim. So
Yes.
इसलिए the ratio of Muslims are more, but we are open for all in this
You're open.
NTS program. If you look at our
That's
job fairs,
yeah.
if you look at our job fairs, we have huge number of non-Muslim participants. It's like
Okay.
for 50-50 sometimes, mashallah.
Okay.
So all our programs are open for everybody, mashallah.
That's nice. That's very good. So how many members does AMP have as of today?
So I
And
don't have exact number, but I think at least 50,000 people are actively connected with AMP across India, mashallah.
that's a huge.
I'm
That's
talking
a
about
huge
those
number.
people who have registered somewhere as a volunteer with AMP in last 15 years. That is 50,000.
And this
And
is pan India. Pan
pan
India.
India, pan India. We are like whatever we do is easily gets to at least 500 districts of India, mashallah. So that's kind of a network which we have created.
So how do you communicate with your members if you were to communicate some message, or how do you do it? Is there
All WhatsApp, all technology, all these things have created lots of difference, mashallah. And because of effective utilization of these like digitalization or technology tools, we have been able to reach to this level, mashallah. Now we have
Right.
our own mobile app as well, which is AMP World Mobile App. So
Okay.
that is also there, mashallah. But WhatsApp
Okay.
has been the WhatsApp, Facebook, and emails have been the major platforms to connect these people, mashallah.
Right. So people like to know that what is your revenue model? How do you sustain this association? How how do you generate the required revenue for carrying out all these activities?
So basically, whatever we do is very cost effective. First of all, so we don't spend much money on this. Matlab, it is very cost effective. People can't even think that कि हम लोग कैसे how we operate. Mashallah, that is number one. Number two, we focus on partnerships. For example, when we do job fairs, to conducting a job fair requires a fund, like it's a sufficient amount of money, so that we can execute that. So we don't have that money, we don't spend that money. That money we partner with people, local organizations, and they spend over there. Whatever expenses that they spend in the for that job fair. Like for example, now we are doing in Delhi. The local partner is Hamdard University, so they'll be doing all the expenses. When it was in like when we did in West Bengal, it was West Bengal Minorities Corporation was there. Similarly, we get partners everywhere. So this is the second thing which we do. And third thing is actual like to run the administration, back office, and all provide all the support. So we run a kind of a fundraising campaign every January every year, like in January every year, and we collect some money from our own members. We don't go outside the AMP. We collect basic funds from our own members, and with that we run the organization for full year, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
So this is the model.
Right. So these
And
members
conduct. I just want to add one more point. Just for example, we run this crowdfunding platform, indiazakat.com. So on which we have, say for example, raised 19 crore rupees, and 100% disbursement has been done. So to run that platform, we put in our own money. AMP puts our own money, and we can run that platform. We don't charge any fees in any of the projects. We don't charge any fees, any commission, any kind of like money. We don't, and neither we take it from beneficiaries, neither we take it from like for example corporates or anybody, donors, etc. Mashallah.
Okay. So these members which you have, are they exclusively from the corporate world, or are they also people who are like, say, a doctor who's practicing, or a lawyer who's practicing?
It is open for all. It is open for all, and all kind of people are there. Even businessmen are there, doctors are there, lawyers are there, and corporate professionals are there. Mashallah. So we are open. मतलब social background के लोग, they are also there. Mashallah. So we are open for everybody.
Sure. So you said that you have presence in 20 countries, other than India. So I mean, like, what? How does it help you? What do you do with those other countries? I mean, is it for the placement, employment, and I mean,
So
what some of? Yeah.
So we don't do any foreign employment assistance program. So we have never started this. At least abhi tak to we have not done that. I don't know about future.
Right.
So this one. Second is they are the volunteers and they can also join uh, our projects like anybody else from India. It's a
Okay.
technology era, you can say that. So
Right.
physical presence has become kind of irrelevant or less relevant, you can say that.
Right.
Sometimes you need physical presence, but most of these activities you can work on it without being present. For example, if we are doing a job fair and we have to connect different corporate companies, so
Right.
somebody can like sit in Dubai and start connecting companies in India, and they can invite them to job fairs.
Right.
IndiaZakat.com, if you have to promote the causes, anybody can do it from anywhere in India.
Right.
NPS, reach out to schools, colleges, you can do it
Mm.
from anywhere in India. We had
Mm.
IndiaMentors.com, mentors can join it from anywhere and help these
Mm.
students. Trainers
Mm.
can join in it from any places and they can conduct online ones. Offline, ke
Okay.
liye, we have local people. So this is
Right.
how these volunteers they help us, mashallah.
I see. Okay. Now, tell us that what are your long-term objectives of AMP? Uh, how do you see it going, say, uh, 30 years, 40 years down the line?
Mashallah. So basically, the education should be the agenda number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, economic development should also be taken as a work with like by all the organizations in India.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to like for most of the people, why do people opt for good education, higher education? It is
Mm-hmm.
only because of economic development they want to do higher education. Now we
Right.
have very less people जो सिर्फ education की वजह से हासिल करना चाहते हैं. So
Mm-hmm.
we should take both these agendas and work on it. So our
Right.
idea is to say, for example, if you look at the numbers in
Mm-hmm.
higher education, we are only somewhere around 4%. है
Mm-hmm.
ना? It was increasing, now it has started decreasing. Similarly, at a recent report which I have read is about the students in the matric that has also reduced. So we'll have to work on these numbers. Similarly, if you see the poverty index, around 35% of Muslims
Mm-hmm.
are living below the poverty line of government, which
Mm-hmm.
government has, which
Right.
means that something somewhere around 50% of Muslims are in a very poor state. They are
Mm-hmm.
economically very poor. So our long-term agenda should be taking them out of the poverty. If they come out of the poverty, they can uh, have good education as well as they can have good social structures. They can have good political influence. So basically, the agenda should be providing basic education and removing them out of poverty.
Mm.
Should be the target agenda of most of the organizations of India. So our
Right.
plan is to make at least we are working on making a 25-year plan,
Mm.
inshallah, which will be discussed, finalized, debated in our upcoming national convention, inshallah. So
Right.
focus will be targeting around 200 districts of India and
Mm-hmm.
making at least 25 years plans for those districts and
Mm-hmm.
executing them with the help of other organizations, individuals, community leaders, inshallah, so that we can have some numbers, some tangible numbers which we can achieve, inshallah.
So, what is the kind of response you've got from the Muslim community during all these years? Let's say different people from different walks of life, say ulema or say Muslim intellectuals. How have they reacted to your initiative? Have they been
It is,
supportive?
it is wonderful, tremendous, I can say that. I
Mhm.
have never received any negative comment or negative response from anyone. Well,
Okay.
everybody is very positive, mashallah. People
Mhm.
need some people like everybody is waiting for someone to take initiative,
Right.
and people are ready to support them, join them, inshallah.
Right.
ठीक है, तो it is the like lack of we need more people who take initiatives, who
Mm.
take lead, and who start doing something, and
Mm.
inshallah entire community will support them.
Right. So,
थोड़ा सा माइन्यूट परसेंटेज ऐसे होते हैं जिनको प्रॉब्लम होता है, एंड दैट टू नॉट दैट इज कम समहाउ मतलब पर्सनल लेवल पर होता है लोगों को
those
प्रॉब्लम.
will,
अदरवाइज एज अ कम्युनिटी वी आर अ वंडरफुल कम्युनिटी, माशाल्लाह.
yeah.
मतलब हमारा माइंडसेट ही है एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करना, माशाल्लाह. So we should
Mhm.
utilize this. Every organization, every leader should utilize
Right.
this mindset of the Muslim community and start doing some positive work, inshallah.
Right. The AMP, it also believes in promoting peaceful coexistence, right? So I would like to know from you, what has AMP done so far to engage Muslims in the nation building exercise? How is it going about that?
So whatever we do is a nation building exercise itself. For example, if we make one normal student a doctor, so that's again converts to nation building. So that orientation is always there. We also, we also believe in the overall development of our own country. So all our projects, whatever we do, is focused towards that mission. Is focused towards the Viksit Bharat movement, जो government के जरिए चलाया जा रहा है. We take that as जो हम लोग 25 year roadmap की बात हम कर रहे हैं. Basically, it is inspired by the government agenda of 2047, which government of India has made. Where should India be in 2047? So even we are inspired by that. So whatever we do, providing education, providing employment, providing financial support, is kind of our contribution towards making this a great nation. Alhamdulillah.
Right. Now that you've started this initiative, you see, such initiatives are also happening in Americas and Europe, where people, the community, like the community you're building, they reach out to non-Muslims and they kind of interact, engage, and they tell them to people about the Muslim community to dispel all the doubts and misconceptions which are there. Are you also planning to do something on those lines in India?
So, right now we don't have any such project with us, but we encourage our members, and there should be something very concrete done on this like reach out kind of activity with other people of other faiths, inshallah.
Right.
In future,
yes, please carry on.
In future, AMP can also have that kind of project, but we encourage, on a regular basis, we encourage our members and volunteers to have a good and cordial relationship with people of other faiths and try to clear the misconceptions, try to clear the negativity, and try to have a positive relation and positive environment all over the country.
That is very important. Now, my last question to you is, what is your next big event? What is the next event you're going to host now?
So we do our leadership meetings every year, and then we do a bigger leadership meeting every 4 or 5 years. So that we call it as a national convention. So that national convention is going to happen this month itself in Jaipur, Rajasthan, on 24th and 25th of February, inshallah. So in which around 200 different leaders of AMP and members and important members and volunteers are also joining us from all across India, mashallah. So in every convention we take stock of the past and we plan for next at least 4 or 5 years. So that is going to happen this time also, inshallah. And after every convention we have seen that the organization grows by leaps and bounds. After every, like we have done a convention in 2012, first one, then 17, then 20, mashallah, and now 24 we are going to do this. So after every national convention, AMP का impact बढ़ा है, AMP की reach बढ़ी है, AMP का काम बढ़ा है. उम्मीद है कि इस बार भी जो convention है, even after that, inshallah, after this convention, AMP will take a next leap and next league of projects will come within AMP, inshallah.
You appear to be very passionate about the work you're doing, and I'm sure that your energy is infectious, to carry out an exercise of this magnitude. We thank you for participating in our show, and we wish you all the best in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Saab. Thank you so much, Jazakallah, for inviting me here. Thank you.
In the absence of any effective political representation in the country, apolitical organizations like AMP have become important for the Muslims. Such dedicated bodies could leverage the expertise of professionals. They can play a crucial role in creating awareness and guiding youths to make a good career. In these changing times, Muslims should become equal partners in progress and play an effective role in nation building. That's all we have this week. We'll be back soon with another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye from the Matrix team.